Okay, boom. Lies I believe as a kid. Okay, get straight to it then.
Steal cookies from the...
Okay, well.
Now, little Timmy. You know better than to steal cookies from the cookie jar. You know, I never told you this, but if little children eat cookies before dinner time, they spoil their appetite. And bat wings will sprout from their eyeballs, and they will fly away into the sun where they will explode.
Okay, see, that's just over-exaggerating right there.
Hot take of the day, I think lies, they're bad. If you lie to somebody, there stands a chance that you could really hurt them.
True.
Buddy! Go over there. Don't worry, it's safe.
No, it's not.
Why would you do that? But sometimes kids can be unruly. And I'm not a parent, so I don't know what's considered good parenting and bad parenting. But sometimes as kids...
Did he just throw that kid out the window? As a kid.
Considered good parenting and bad parenting?
You just toss little kid out the window like that. I know you say you ain't a good or bad parent because you're not a parent, but like, dang.
But sometimes as kids, to keep the peace, we were lied to. And I think about that sometimes. At least for the lies that I was told when I was a kid, I think it's mostly fair. But come here, I gotta show you something really quick.
I want to know exactly what lies have been told for him. I want to know the lies.
This video is sponsored by Opera Browser.
What?
Are you looking for a that has... No? Weird. Normal browsers would literally won't tank your battery, so you can do other search. You can sidebar. Opera Browser will take you Opera for can empathize with parents if they normally, as stated before.
Okay, here we go.
Lying bad, but I can empathize with parents if they need a little more order in the house. I look back on my childhood and remember how I was lied to from time to time, and I think, yeah, that was warranted. Like one time when I was a kid, I was told if I keep making that face, it will stick that way. I remember
I was told that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I stopped making faces after that. I ain't gonna lie. No, I stopped making faces after that because there's some faces I would make that would like, if it was stuck like that forever, I wouldn't show my face ever again because that was ridiculous. I actually thought that was real, but thank goodness it's not, right?
I was told if I keep making that
Thank
face,
God that's fake,
it will
right?
stick that way. I remember at the time I was harassing my mom while she was making us dinner. Mom. You gotta be careful, because if you keep making that face, it'll stick that way. I didn't believe this lie, but I should have. I am very gullible and believe most things. I would say 45% of my working memory, misinformation. But either way, in my opinion, this lie is fine. I admittedly was being a walking headache, and this lie, it really isn't that damaging. Unlike some other folklore tales,
what's next?
like little German boys being told not to put your fingers in pie or else you're gonna be taken away by a monster. Oh my goodness!
That's actually a thing, or is he just like trolling? Like, is that actually a thing? I have no idea. I ain't German, bro. I don't know nothing about Germany. The germs,
A long time ago, there was a time where backlit things didn't exist, or were at least very rare. And if you were in a car on a road trip and wanted to read some
what is going on?
You would need an overhead light. I remember lots of times on road trips I wanted to play Pokemon on my Game Boy, but I didn't have any backlit stuff. As many kids my age, I too wanted to be a Pokemon master. Murdering every enemy I could with my team. Okay, I'm ready to battle. To do any of this, I needed light. A simple thing to come by these days, but at that time, I had none. There's this thing I used to have that was like just a little spiral light that would connect to the Game Boy and just be like a lamp, a literal lamp shown on the screen. Can't remember if I just didn't have it at the time or it broke, but either way, I needed the top light.
Oh, so this, okay, yeah. Hold on a second. I know what's going on.
My dad turns it off.
Yep.
Apparently, as my dad put it, it was illegal.
I ain't gonna lie to you, every parent said that. I ain't gonna lie. At one point they said that, but yeah. I learned that in driving school. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was not illegal, but it was also like a distraction. So yeah. I learned, bro. No, yo. That's actually a tough one.
Turns it off. Apparently,
I think every parent said that at least one time in their life, so I ain't gonna lie. At least once.
As my dad put it,
it's just illegal.
I remember thinking, of course I can't turn that on now. If I did, then we would get pulled over, and then my dad would be put in jail, and then I would have to drive, and we all know how that would go.
Boom!
Pokemon Master, not a NASCAR driver. I didn't have a job, so how am I supposed to post bail? Sorry, Dad. My only option was to wait and to look out the window and pretend little guys running around and dodging all the stuff that we're driving past.
I did that too. I ain't go cap. That was the only entertainment I had. Not actually not the only entertainment I had, but that was entertaining for me. Just looking out the window and just imagining things happening, bro. Like what?
But as you may expect, if you look at the law, there's nothing in here about inner car lights on at night being illegal. My dad only said this because it was simply hard to see at night. Which is honestly fair. Even though I was fighting the biggest criminal organization in the history of mankind, in Pokemon, I do know now it's harder to see when the inner lights are on. I didn't understand at the time how important visibility was. However, I would learn how very vital it is years later while I attempted to get my own license. Do you need sunglasses? No, I'm fine. Now I understand. Kids tend to pee in pools. It's just the way things are. I don't make the rules. This can become a problem when you try to teach a bunch of them how to swim. So when I was in swimming class, before we started at all, our swimming instructor told us, if you pee in the pool, it'll react with a chemical in the pool and turn it red. And so everyone will know that you peed in the pool and that you're a pool peer. Hey, this guy pees in pools. You give me that.
Was it red or green? I could have sworn it was green, no? I could have sworn it was green. Like, it's not green? What? It was red this year. I thought it was always green. And that's fake. Because I don't know why. TV shows, they would say like, oh, when you pee in pool, then there's like a color, there's like a certain color that'll pop up, you know? But like, I always thought it was going to be like green.
The pool noodle. Bad. And up to that point, I had been being in the pool. It used to be so vile. I'm sorry to admit that, but as a kid, I was just like, well, a fish can do it. Oh, dude! Ew! Come on, man! My kid's in this lake! It's very selfish to be in the pool. You ruin the pool for everyone. It's like everybody's having a soup, and everybody's really excited to eat the soup, and then you throw a bunch of
nonsense, yeah.
And you're just like, oh no, that's just for me, don't worry. Mix that up a little bit. Now looking back, I'm glad that I was lied to because I stopped peeing in pools right away. Who knew lies could be so effective? On an unrelated note, did you know not subscribing to this channel in 24 hours gives you scurvy?
No, I know that's a lie. Come on now, that's so cap. But you know, just to be safe, hold on a second. Just to be safe, just to be safe. You feel me? We don't take no risk over here. Come on, just to be safe. I'm just gonna say like that, just to be safe. But also, that pool thing, I could have sworn it was like, I could have sworn that was true because even on TV shows, they were like, you know what, maybe because TV shows were exaggerating things. You know what, I'm not going to take my news or information from any other TV shows again because, man, I got lied to by TV shows. Not even parents, no, this was TV shows, bro.
Just saying. Okay, so when I was recording this earlier, I was going to say a thing
TV
about how
shows lied to me.
lifesavers are candy that helps prevent kids from choking because of the little hole in the center. But did you know that's also a myth?
Wait, what?
Choking. Earlier, I was going to say a thing about how lifesavers are a candy that helps prevent kids from choking because of the little hole in the center. But did you know that's also a myth?
Now who told you that? What's up, Stargazer668? How you doing?
That the inventor designed the candy like that because his kid choked on candy and he didn't want other kids to befall the same fate. And that's also why.
What was the last thing you said here? Actually, let me see. I can wait. Am I able to see it? I can go into people's logs, right? Yeah, I can. All right. So the last thing you said was KK. What about horror games? And oh yeah, you were like, oh yeah. You talking about horror games? Horror games. Oh my gosh, sounds like I said something else. My goodness gracious.
It's called Lifesavers because it's saving
lives.
Turns out that's wrong.
That's so wrong.
Candy that looked like Lifesaver buoys. That's it. It's just kind of disappointing. Why not make candy?
Honestly, whoever believed that is insane. Hold on a second. I have to allow that. So here we go.
Something cool. Like me. They say that cracking your knuckles ruins your hands. But I've been cracking my knuckles for years, and look at how they turned out. Does this look broken or mangled to you?
I've been doing that for years. My hands look perfectly fine to me. Come on now.
Let's look.
My hands look good.
Your skin is really soft. Could you stop? I was always so worried about cracking my knuckles because I would often hear people say, you're gonna get arthritis if you keep doing that. I don't want arthritis. I need my hands. But unfortunately, it became a habit, so I did it a ton. Then I started to crack my ankles, my elbows, my back.
Now for me, it's just natural just to crack my fingers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know when it started, but it just became like a natural thing I would just do, just to do. Maybe because I just like the sound of it. I don't know.
My
probably because I like the sound of it, to be honest.
My neck, it was getting out of control. So I was worried about the future of my hands. But as I was worrying, research was being conducted about the correlation between arthritis and cracking.
You got some music news? What's up?
And they found no correlation, which means I don't have to better myself nor my bad habits.
You tell me the Go Mario Judah drop? That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay.
Yay! I think what was really going on here is maybe parents thought it was really nasty whenever their kids crack their knuckles, which is fair. It's pretty gross.
That's something new we're going to add to the agenda.
They need to stop because of health reasons. But also, if you think about it, it just kind of makes sense. It doesn't seem like a healthy thing to do. Maybe one day my fingers will just fall off. Only time will tell. Anyway, lies are bad. But when I look back on it, maybe not all lies.
7? Okay, yeah.
And maybe it was just people trying to guide me along a better path in life, which is kind of sweet. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to lie to everyone.
Oh, she said, okay, don't forget to lie to everyone. Say that. I'm going to take that note. Make sure to lie to every single person on planet Earth, because lying is good, especially when you lie to kids. But there's one, like, no, the pee in the pool one is something I don't understand, because I could have sworn it was like, if you pee in the pool, the whole chemical thing will change to green. That's a myth. I don't know why he got red. I don't know why like they told him red, because I always thought it was green. Even in like TV shows or movies, they said it was real. But again, I'm not going to take any information I see on TV as actual facts. So that's true. As PATD always said, lying is the most fun. Exactly. Like what? Lying is amazing. But I wish I was a better liar, because sometimes when I lie, I can't keep a straight face. So I have to practice about that. If you know what I'm talking about, then you're a real rock fan.